We break them in. I don't anticipate anybody going 9 right out of the chute, but I've always been a fan of getting them out there. I'm not so sure how much value it adds to add a guy, sometimes 4 innings, 2 at bats. We'll see. We'll try and get at least 5 innings out of the guys early, at least a couple at bats, and we try stretching them out earlier than later. I want guys playing 9 innings at times, probably by the 3rd week, and maybe even sooner, just depending on their condition, how they're feeling. But we're going to have to break it up some because of the competition, make sure everybody gets ample opportunities and ample at-bats, innings on the field.
Corey and Olga from Sunday, did they do 2 innings again each?
That's what I didn't bring my sheet out, but I believe that's the way it was drawn up.
Okay.
I'll definitely tighten that up for you tomorrow.
Okay. Scott Olson come out at all today, or is he just in training?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. He had been throwing every day up to this point. I'm not sure if he got out there today or not.
Pauker's been in the left, Pierce has been at third. Flexibility among your reserves is going to be a priority.
It will be. And Steve, you know, it's something that we presented to him. He was all in from the jump. He wants to give it a shot. He knows the value that could add to his opportunity. And John has been in the outfield before. You know, the moving to corners would add to his flexibility, versatility, with the ability to play first base. So that's all part of it. Yes, sir.
You haven't looked at McDonald yet? You haven't seen much of him?
I saw tape. I saw him pitch in L.A. You know, I saw him pitch in L.A. I saw the tape from last season. He's another guy that, you know what, everything I've seen in the past, it's all fresh now. What they need to do now is go out, take command of the opportunity in front of them, take command of the innings they're going to get the pitch, follow the glove, keep the ball down, find a way to get secondary pitches in the strike zone, and work with an efficient rhythm and tempo. So I'm really looking forward to seeing all our guys finally get out of the mound and face some competition.
Dynamic with a skipper and a pitching coach. Do you allow Ray to just do his thing and you don't meddle in it, or how do you deal with that in terms of instruction?
I will not get involved in the instruction unless there's just a hand-on situation. The area that I do get involved in with the pitchers is probably giving them an offensive viewpoint. Being a hitting coach, being a hitting guy before, most of our guys, I've had to put a plan together on facing them.
Yeah.
So there might be a time where I'll interject this. Hey, here, think about this. If I was a hitter, when we prepared for you last year, here's the things we tried to do. Here are the things we tried to take away. It doesn't change their strengths, but it just gives them an opportunity maybe to gather some information from a different source that might give them an opportunity to be a little bit better.
Sort of in line with that, what's your relationship with Nick? I mean, how valuable is it to have a guy with that kind of experience on your staff?
His experience is across the board. He's managed at every level. He's managed in the major leagues. He's worked for 2 of the finest men that have managed in the big leagues, Whitey Herzog and Cito Gaston. He was my third base coach in St. Louis the year I was there. So he's very good with the infielders. He's very good in the base running along with Louis. And he's an excellent third base coach. And in doing the dynamic of who do you want in the dugout with you, I just know that once the game starts, your coaches on the bases are very, very valuable. And Nick has been in the bench with guys, but I mean, I really feel for our club at this particular point in time, he can make a bigger difference out at third base. And anytime you can have a guy in your staff that has managerial experience, it just helps a little bit, because if nobody's been in that seat, you can share information with them, and I can't really say guys can say they know what you feel, because until you've been in that seat, it's hard to relate to some of the things that come across the table.
It's a pretty elite fraternity. I mean, to be able to have a guy who's, like you say, who's been there, probably times where you're going to, want to put your head through a wall, or times you just want to throw out ideas, and he brings that perspective, I guess.
He definitely does, and it was one of the things that we were looking for, and people that we were going to add, that I was hoping to find at least one guy that had done that and worked for quality people and worked for, in organizations that had had some success previously at the major league level. And all that criteria falls right in his resume.
How long have you known him?
Well, since '86.
Wow, okay.
What's the most positive development that's happened here in the last 2 weeks, Clint?
I believe the focus these men have put in their work. We ask them for 3.5 hours a day. And the 3.5 hours they've committed, and when you can have fun and focus, it's a dynamic combination. I think we've been able to do that through this first part of camp. The focus has been there, the commitment has been there. There's been extremely hard work done, and they've had fun doing it. So now we'll add the games to it, and we'll continue to build on the fun and the focus, the preparation and the instruction. And I'm looking forward to watching all our players engage with spring training, to enjoy the spring training, and for all of them to elevate their game while they're here through spring training.
Thank you, Clay.
Thank you.